crafters and paper artisans, it's Shanta with StockednStuffed. I am here for the September Crack the Vault hosted by Poetspice. We are to use items that we have never used or haven't used for over 6 months. I was thinking about what I was going to do and knew that I didn't want to do something random. I wanted to make something that I knew that I needed to use. So I had a request for a baby girl card. For some reason, I haven't had a new baby girl in my life in about 4 years. I could name exactly who the little girl is. And it's just been baby boy. So I had lots of blue and mint and all of that. And I didn't have any pink. So I was at Ollie's the other day and I found this pink cardstock. There were no markings on it. It's like an embossed clothesline of baby clothes. Hopefully the camera is picking that up. So that is actually new. Got it for $1. My Ollie's had hundreds of sheets of it. This, I don't know how old this is. I'm not even sure where I got it from. I had 2 pieces of this glitter cardstock and they were in some cellophane wrapping. So I'm not sure where I got it from, but it's like an iridescent pink plaid, and I bought it because I use a lot of pink and I thought it was pretty, and then I thought that was a good match. So I used some random dies. First I cut my biggest, kind of doily die, because I knew I was going to make a 5x7 card. So I cut the outside, for the outside of the card. And then I use these three, and all of these are unnamed dies. And so I use these 3 on the inside to do a layering. I use this Kaiser Craft stamp set, and I use this Every Baby is a Blessing. And I use this rubber knicker. Sometimes the littlest things take up the most room in your heart. I use the Cottage Cut onesie mini, and it is mini. And then I use this heart spray here from this bookmark set that I have. And so these things for sure I cracked the vault on. These things I had not used. I'm not even sure where I got them. I know they had not been used because I had to cut them apart. So I either got them from Ali or Shein or Temu because they weren't clipped. And so here is my card. And I ended up using hearts because this was so tiny and I cut it in the same print, and so I didn't want it to get lost in the in the paper. But I cut it just like it was with the heart or the flowers, and I put the little trim, and so I just used the scraps that were left over from the glitter and the pink. And then I use a double heart here, and these are both from this same collection, because Blessing was needing more space. So there's the outside, and then there's my layers on the inside. And I ended up using the spray because this stamp, well, I didn't use a block. I used my my stamp, I don't even know what to call it, but I have one of those Stampin' Up things where you put the stamp in there, and I didn't take the rubber piece out, so it ended up giving me an impression here, and I needed to cover it. And then I just thought that would be a pretty way to cover it. And you can see it a little bit, but I'm not going to fret over it. All right, you can, I don't know if that was in camera, you can see where the ink got there a little bit. All right, and this is a Winnie the Pooh quote. If Winnie the Pooh could really quote something, right? All right, so there is my contribution for Crack the Vault. And yeah, like I said, I don't have a lot of baby girls and I don't have a lot of babies being born in my life. So I had to crack my vault and get out my baby stuff. Check out the other collaborators and see what they have made. They're listed at the beginning and the end of my video and down in the description box. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.